Hello, welcome to the stream. I have turned my microphone on, so now everyone can hear me. We're returning to Factorio Mosaic tonight, where we are going to work on Kovarex, and then we're going to build a nuclear plant, and then we're going to, if we have time, start working on blue circuits, so that we can start working on yellow science after that. And hey Phaesian, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the reminder. As you well know, I tend to miss it every once in a while. So, the way that I build this kind of varies sometimes from attempt to attempt. Probably set up 2 of them in a pair here. This route will come up from here, which will be the sort of storage, the refined processed stuff will come in here. We'll pick that up using, actually I'm going to put it out, I think, so we can have a power pole in the middle, like this. And then this side will output to the north side, and then input from the south. But actually what I want to do on the south side, the downstream, the down belt side here, is to use a filter inserter to only pick up the U235. This is a little bit different than I built in my last series, but the point of this is this stack inserter is going to output, at this point, 5 U235 or U238 at a time. It's only going to output 2 U238, but it's going to output 41 U235. We want the same centrifuge to pick up as much of that as possible, and if we use another stack inserter, we'll get as much as possible because they have the same stack size. The difference here is by using a filter inserter, we can let the U238 continue on and merge back into here, while we take in the U235 or U238 from this side, because we need 5 of them anyway. So this inserter, which has a stack size of 5, can just go ahead and pick up all 5 that it needs. And this one doesn't have to, if this were a regular stack inserter, doesn't have to waste its time with picking up those couple of U238s. I did forget one thing. I would like to have some productivity modules. So I want to go and get some. Between the streams, I also gathered up some materials for a nuclear plant. I did not make enough, so we'll need to stop back by the mall on our way to making the nuclear plant after this. But that's okay, because the mall's is on the way to where I want to make it. I'm going to pick up a few of these, and I see we've run out of red circuits again. We're going to have to probably spend... I'll just take 50 of them. I don't care. Well, no, that's a lot. I'll take 20. All right, I want to have even number. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably more than enough, because there's only 2 per... 2 per centrifuge. And it's going to take a while for us to get ramped up anyway, so I'll just start out with however many I can make with this. And I'm not going to worry about the speed modules at this point because we don't have beacons anyway. We'll need yellow science to get those. So I want to move this a little bit further to the left, I think. We're just going to go, let's see. The splitter to bring this back in will come in here. We'll just line it up with that. And I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. I want to make it far enough that I can put beacons up later. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, that'll be all the modules we have. I'm going to take the end off of that one just so that I don't have stuff being stored on the belt. Connect them up, and in they go. Okay, so now this can come up this way. And I can draw straight lines, I promise. Nope, I want a regular stack inserter there. I didn't check how many we had, but we had at least 40, because I only borrowed 10. Should probably start another research, and I think this will be a good one to do. If we're going to have a nuclear reactor, we need to be able to recycle that stuff. We have almost enough for another centrifuge to get started. I'm going to go ahead and take those 38 and put them in... Oh, look. One more just got made. Put those 38 in here. With the 2 productivity modules, we've slowed the machine down by 30%. So this is going to take a while to process. Like a while. But there's not a whole lot we can do about that until we have yellow science. But I would like to babysit this until the next one gets started, which is actually just after 1 cycle. So my plan is to put the nuclear reactor in this cell here. We could also potentially do this one. It doesn't really matter where we put it, but I want to keep it... I want to give myself enough room to expand here, because we're going to put one of the yellow science here, one of the products for it here, one of them for here, and one of them here. So I want to make sure I have enough room in this area, and I don't want to necessarily expand any more to the north. I've already expanded further than I probably should have, because I really want to work my way eastward here, because I would like to pick up this oil at some point. Ah, there it goes. Cycled. So now we should have 3 more. And we have 2 of them running. Okay. So I'm not going to babysit it anymore. Actually, I will take the last one of these. Put it into there. Make a few more. Ah, right. I did not do this right. I need to put a splitter in here. And priority to the right now. Take those out. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna have to clean those up, I think. Let's put them back in a box. I do want this to be connected. And it might as well be at this point. Thank you, bots, for bringing in the stuff on the slow boat. Okay, so that's running, and now I'd like to go back to the mall, pick up the last bits of a nuclear reactor that we need to pick up, and we'll get that started. We'll bring in the train with the nuclear fuel on it once we get everything set up. We have to build a station and everything. Let's head back to our mall stop here. I picked up... I'm going to build enough for a 8 reactor setup, but I'm not going to connect all of them to fuel just yet. I'm only going to connect probably 4 of them to fuel, because we don't really need that much power, and it would be a waste of the nuclear fuel at this point in the game. So we need to pick up quite a bit of stuff, actually. I have 250 heat pipes, so I need another 38. Assuming I have... Ooh, look at that. Almost perfect. I need another 100 of these, and I have those. Excellent. I have 50 heat exchangers, so I need another 70 because I didn't set this limit well. And I don't have those yet, unfortunately. All this stuff requires so much copper that, and it's only coming in on a yellow belt, so it's a little bit rough. Maybe I should limit this some more. Limit this also. I'll regret it later, but that way at least the copper gets down there. happened here? Oh, I know what happened there. I was force feeding it copper earlier, and it got stuck. So we'll go ahead and start building it with this. If I do it right, it won't matter much. But I'm going to force feed it some more copper. Kind of the old fat. Oh, these aren't providers? Oh, okay. There we go. And a stack inserter here. So we can have more copper. We'll take all of those. Actually, no, wait. I'm going to put these back to iron chest right now, because I don't want the bots picking up the stuff and flying it in that I already have. We'll send them out later to pick up the stuff. Look both ways when crossing the tracks. That out. I think I'm gonna build it here. I'm gonna put the station on this side, just so it's on the near edge here. Make sure that I pull up far enough that I don't block this entrance. And we're here already. That was a short ride. Okay, station first. Station. And this station really only needs like 2 trains. Because we don't really need to bring in train fuel. I don't think, at least. Sorry, focusing on cutting. We also need to take these 2 power poles out and rearrange them slightly. I don't think we need to bring in train fuel, and we really only need to bring in the 2, or bring in the uranium fuel cells, and then take out the used up ones. Okay, so the bots can build that. Let's find our, this way, entrance. And our exit. Okay. Are there trees that I want to delete? I don't think so. Hop on the train and try and drive it in here. I do have a few items left I can build. Put it on manual, I guess. Back up a little. I will just leave it right there. Right there in the parking lot. A little bit of extra track here. And let's pick up this nuclear stuff. Do I have enough room? Barely. Excellent. So, as I mentioned, this nuclear reactor is too big. Let's see. But this way, I planned it. That way we don't have to deal with it later. I want to center it between 2 roboports. And then we can talk about this once I put it down. So, 8 reactors, when they're all heated up, result in the equivalent of, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 single reactors. They count as themselves, plus 1 each of their neighbors, so the corners count as 3, and the inside edge ones count for... And we're out of pipes. Well, the bots can bring some pipes. The inside edges count for for 4 because they have they have 3 reactors adjacent to them. Okay. There should be... We must have missed a heat pipe someplace. Bet you it's down here. I don't think I walked far enough south. No? Oh, there it is right there. We got rid of everything else but 1 heat pipe. And then we obviously still need the heat exchangers and some pipes. Okay, so that power pole got cut, which was on purpose. I want to rearrange it so that it connects its power from the east, except that it also needs to move this one slightly. These belts will go out and in. Okay, so the way that I set this up, I used the Factorio cheat sheet for an 8 reactor setup, which is two reactors by 4. You need to do 10 lines because you need to have 10 water pumps. We're actually just gonna use, which I didn't craft those, and I don't have the stone for it. But we're actually gonna use. Let's see if I can request some stone. I'm sure we have some. What do we need? 40. We need 400. Can I get the stone? Almost. Okay. We'll have to go siphon some, find a rock or something to pick up. So, well, we don't need all of them yet anyway. So the way this is going to work is the heat pipes connect the reactors to the heat exchangers. Heat exchangers boil the water. Speaking of water, I need to have some more pipes. Please. Thank you. Okay, distractions. Each column then, there are 5 columns on each side of the reactor, making 10 total. Each column can have up to 12 heat exchangers, because that's how many heat exchangers can be filled by 1 pump. And then each column can also have 20 steam turbines, because it's how many steam turbines can consume 1 pump's worth of water converted to steam. So your kind of balance ratio is 1 pump to 12 heat exchangers to 20 steam turbines. And remember that the deep water wells count as a pump. And these numbers are all straight off of the FactorioCheatSheet.com, so you can look those up as you would like. This reactor, once it's fully charged, which, like I said, I'm not going to fully charge it. I'm going to well, I guess I didn't need to take out the output inserter. There's where I want it. Yes. I'm going to disconnect these input inserters here so that they don't heat up. They'll cause a little bit of a drain to the system, but that's fine. The uranium will come in here. I'm only going to put it on one side of the belt because it doesn't need to be on both. It'll sideload onto this belt. This belt just goes in a loop constantly around the reactors. On the inside will be the brand new uranium fuel cells, which are these. And then when the reactor uses the fuel cell, it'll output it onto the outside of the loop. And here, this splitter takes those used up fuel cells and siphons them off and sends them to the back out to the station. So we're going to set up just 2 simple stations here, 1 loading, 1 unloading. Let me find, and actually I should just use, I have one of those small stations. Where did I have? I know where I had. This is exactly what I want for the, we'll use the other one because that one's still set up weird. For the used up fuel cells going out. I don't want a bunch of storage here because this train should just run and get everything collected. And I'm just going to reverse this for the other station. I'm going to do the same concept though. And I know it doesn't fit. Thank you. Doesn't matter, actually. And actually, this is kind of overkill, the way that it's laid out, so I'm going to actually change it. Because it could literally just go like this. And then like this. And that would be more than fine. And these got to be reversed. Oopsie. And I don't want a bunch of storage here either. Maybe one row for each box. And actually the output stuff could store a lot. But I don't want a bunch of input storage here. So these, we'll just do the opposite kind of maneuver. And we'll merge them together. And then I think I'm going to just take it out this way. And we'll just go out. And of course I can't draw straight lines. Okay. We have a train with some of these fuel cells. Nope, not there. Nuclear. There we are. Copy that train color. Paste it here. This will be nuclear reactor 1, just in case. Uranium fuel cell in. And then I think I have a color for the other one as well. Already picked out. I'll have to get it from here, though. And then this is... what did I call it? Nuclear power 1? I don't even remember now. Nuclear reactor 1. Used up fuel cells. And that's kind of... oh, that's almost about it. Just need some power in here. Player is in the way. Get out of the way, player. And that train is here. I don't remember how I limited it, but we're going to send it here anyway. So it picks up at... I forget what we called this station. Uranium processing? Yes. Fuel cells. Full. To nuclear reactor. Fuel cell in. Guess I should call it fuel cells in to be more consistent. And how full are you? Barely. But I might not have set the filters right, or the limits right on it. So come this way. I'm going to rename the station while you're on your way, so you can run me over while I'm standing here. I'm going to take uranium off. Fuel cells in. There we go. And here it is. And it needs to stay here for a moment. Okay, we only limited it to one row, so that's good. And these are limited to one row. So you can go back and get some more fuel now. But these should start up automatically. Actually, wait. I don't want them to start up automatically. I want to make as many of these as I can. I need 2 more stone. There's 1, 2. I don't have any iron. How do I not have iron? Oh, the irony. Okay. We'll fix that in a minute. That'll be fine. There's iron nearby here someplace. Probably at the iron mine. Those are here. And that's going to take a while to get made. For all of them to get made. But we can just lay these out. I could have put this in the blueprint. But I didn't. But that's all I'm really going to do. So I can copy paste these fairly easily here. You can go there. Go there. And then we'll do another one here. Put it there. There. Make. There you go. Go steal some iron from steel. That's like a good plan. There's some. Stealing iron from steel. So these two, actually, that's a problem. Let me steal this one. Turn off my nanobots. Let me steal a couple of these. Put them back. But I want to finish this side over here. Even though this is way overkill for the amount of reactors we're going to heat up, still want them to be complete. One there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. One is made, that one is made, and that one is made. Okay, so now we can let these things heat up. And they're going to pick a bunch up, but that's fine. It is connected to the power network. It is going to take a little while to heat up. I always like to kind of watch it happen. And the more that are heating up at the same time, the faster they heat up. Like I said, these are going to cause a bit of a drain on the whole setup because they are not heating up. They seem to absorb some of the heat. Well, that's not really worded correctly. They seem to absorb some of the heat acceleration. I don't know if that's real or not. I haven't actually tested it. It's just a feeling that I get by watching it. But the whole system's heating up pretty fast. So once not only the reactors, but actually the heat exchangers get up to 500 degrees Celsius, as you can see down in this area when I mouse over one, they have a minimum temperature of 500 degrees Celsius. Once the heat exchanger itself reaches 500 degrees Celsius, then they will start producing steam, and then the steam turbines can output the steam, or can use the steam to create power. Let's see where we're at. We're at 177 in the reactor. A little ways down here, we can see that it's only 126 degrees. And way down here at the end of this one, for example, it's only 31 degrees. So the reactors are going to have to get to be about 750, almost 800 degrees before the last of these heat exchangers start to work. But they're heating up fast. So you can see that neighbor bonus here also, and then it tells you how much power one of these will produce due to that neighbor bonus. So if you add up all this number, including these ones if they were alive, this one would be plus 300% if this one was alive. You end up with 1.12 gigawatts, which is a lot of power. This, just the 4, will only produce 480 megawatts. But as you can see right now, we're only producing about 250, or we're consuming a little more than 250. So this will make a huge dent in our power needs, and actually will allow us to disable the coal-based power production. Okay, these are getting close to 300 now. Yeah, so we're going to get up to about 700 before those last ones will kick on. But they'll kick on kind of sequentially. The heat exchangers will, as the heat travels down the pipe. And we're also heating up a lot of heat pipe at this process too. I could, for example, cut one of these off, and it would actually cause the temperature to increase faster in the whole system because of it, because there's less heat pipe to heat up. But I'm not that bothered by it. These have already spent, I think, one full fuel cell while we've been sitting here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, one full fuel cell each. And eventually, as we sit here, they will probably consume 2 or 3 more each before the heat gets up to producing steam. They consume at a steady rate of 200 seconds per fuel cell, which you can quickly do the math there on 8 gigajoules in 200 seconds. And you come up with 40 watts, which is what the base power of a nuclear reactor is. 8 gigajoules is 8,000 megajoules. Divided by 200 is 40 megawatts. Okay, so I should set up a train here. Hello, train. And yes, you have a couple. Oh, I do have some. Never mind. Do that instead of what I almost did. We'll limit this also to 1 row each, just so that it moves kind of regularly. And this will go from nuclear reactor used up fuel cells when full, uranium processing, use up fuel cells in, empty, and start here. Good. Okay, this one's getting close to the 500. But even this far, where the first one is, we're about 100 degrees behind it. I could potentially have put, that might not have been a bad idea, to have put 1 uranium fuel cell in each of those other reactors. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'll put the rest of them. That'll help the whole system heat up faster, because it has the power of 8 of them heating up, and then these 4 will just shut off. Ooh, look, we got steam. This one's very close here. It's already up to 500 some degrees. Yep, these are all producing a little bit of power now. So if you look back at our power graph, we are producing 1.6 megawatts, which is not a lot. But it's pretty much equal with what the coal-based power is producing. And that's because they will balance themselves, which is why we have to shut that off. I should request an accumulator, but I won't. I will do a different thing instead. I'm going to walk away now since we have built that. It is running. I'm going to come down here now and set up an accumulator down here. We're going to limit this power using a simple method. This steam power using a simple method. Can I connect to that yet? No, of course not. We'll just wait for that to get built. Yeah. As you can see, they also... Well, you can barely see because it's daytime, but once it gets night, these things glow very brightly orange as well. And I think they glow brighter the hotter it is. That makes sense why they didn't look like they were glowing until recently. You coming to build this bot? You must be. I guess I should have just stolen one from there and then built the ghost. So these have kicked on. And they're not balancing, but they are still being used when they shouldn't need to be being used. So once I get... Come on, bots. I assume it's covered. It is covered. Okay, good. Oh yes, now that it's dark, you can see the glow. And they're all running. They're not going to run at peak efficiency for each one because there's... Well, there is right now, but there won't be enough energy in the whole system. So, and you can see those have a 300% neighbor bonus too. So once these 4 kick back off again, the whole thing just can't produce as much energy. There's not enough heat. And I may actually need to disconnect some of those. I don't remember how that works. We'll see. Alright, I wonder where this bot is. Can I see it? There it is. Coming in. When I wave over the ghost, you can see the green box around the bot that shows that it's on its way there. Oh, you ran out of juice. Great. You could have just charged up on your way past, but no. I guess I could wire these all together. Could have already wired them all together. Okay. So the accumulator, when it's connected to a circuit wire, outputs signal A. A for accumulator. We want these pumps to only work when A is less than like 25%. So when the energy in this accumulator is less than 25% full. A is a percentage. What this will do is this will cut off water to the coal power. Oh, we need another one up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, good. 5. That one's still running. I'm going to go ahead and connect to the power pole. There. And then paste that one too. So now these are all shut off. There's no... there's not going to be any water going into it. See how they're cut off? They're not running right now because solar is working. Solar always takes priority in an uncontrolled system. These cooling? No, they're still heating. Okay, good. Solar always takes priority in a otherwise uncontrolled system. So as long as we're producing enough solar energy, the whole system is fine. But once the solar goes down at night, these will kick in so that the accumulators kind of don't have to. Okay, let's go back to the mall briefly. And now that we have nuclear kind of sorted out, we can go and work on yellow science. I want to put down those provider chests again. So that the base will just handle finishing those few heat exchangers on its own. And I probably want to gather some more... No, actually we don't need to gather more rail making stuff. Okay, there. There. These two and this one. And there they go. Turn off alt mode for a moment here. See what else we might have that I might have missed on a chest. If you see any... with the exception of this one, any chests that are not requester chests, scream real loud. Or provider chests, rather. Scream real loud. Or buffer chests. These ones are fine right now because we're not making blue belts anyway. I don't know what this is, but I guess I could make it. Excuse me. That's probably... Oh, these are the other 3 logistics chests. This would be beacons, I think, eventually. And I'm not... This is probably all personal equipment up here. Okay. It looks like our... Yep, all of our copper got used, so we'll go ahead and let that just finish up. And let's go out and build some more blocks to build some more, or to start building some stuff to make yellow science. What happened there? Okay, I'm not standing on a track. That's good. Am I missing a power pole? I am. Am I missing a power pole in the entire... Oh boy. Well, I'm going to fix that off camera. There's a power pole missing in this blueprint. And so every one of these ones that I stamped down, there's 2 accumulators that don't have power. Every single one. All over the entire base. Alright, well, let's go up here. And I'll fix that another time. Or later time. I guess I could have gotten the bots started on this project before we did all of this stuff. But now it's kind of too late. Yep, even this one down here. They're all missing one. I'm going to turn off my nanobots because I want to clear all of these trees. And we need to start putting down blueprints. First off, roboports. Let's see, we're going to put it this way. There. Oh, good. We're getting achievements again, or still, or something. Large block. At least if I'm out here, I can use myself as a radar. Small mosaic block. Large mosaic block. Where are the roboports at? Oh, they're the wrong way. Good. Or not the wrong way, but I was the wrong way. There. Am I enough of a... Nope, not quite. There it is. They are in alphabetical order when you're linked directly to the blueprint storage. Which I don't necessarily like. Although I guess I could just like put a number in front of them and that would force them into the order that I want them in. It's fine. I can go here. Go there. Trees to kill. Rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees. Okay. That one looks like it got all laid out. Yep. So we need to go in the other direction now. We'll build this one here. Roboport's down too. Right there. And a small block. I think we can fill that in there. Okay, so we're going to have yellow science here. Yellow science requires processing units, flying robot frames, and low-density structures. Processing units, aka blue circuits, are going to need a lot of green circuits, more than we have, and red circuits, which means that I'm probably going to want to also set up over here someplace another green circuit array, maybe. Maybe we will build a little bit into here for that. And then come out here and mine some of this iron and copper. There's copper here, might be okay. That's a lot of iron. Copper is sparse. Yeah, that's weird. These are relatively small compared to the iron that's in the same range. I guess it's not, because the origin point, the place we started from, is back here. So these are a bit closer than these. Not a lot closer. And I think I made them equal. How are you going on the building? You're still just deconstructing trees? Plenty of robots available. They're building stuff, because these roboports got placed. Those did too. Yep, here's some tracks getting built. Looks like the, I don't know, devouring swarm or something. Working its way. Oh yes, they are building. There's a lot of tracks coming in. It's going to take them a while because they are fairly slow. We ran out of purple science in our labs. I suppose we could summon the purple science train again. Though it has very little. Why does it have so little? Electric engines, which are getting made now, but I suspect... Oh no, there's just a ton in there. Alright, well let's go ahead and send that along. And that'll get some purple science going. At this base, this 1.5 science per second base is vastly under it's underproducing for what we're trying to accomplish. Why are they coming from that way? Oh, right, because we're making rails here now. Huh. Excellent. Okay, well, while that's getting built, let's look at this. That's the one that I missed. Let's recopy this thing now. Take out all rails, rail signals, and we can leave the accumulator. Take out that icon. Let's add an accumulator icon here. We had before. Put it in there. Delete this one. Tile. Okay, so now it's correct. And I can go around and spam them down. How I missed a power pole. I'm not going to spam them in those two spots yet. That probably wouldn't be nice of me. Probably. Okay, so let's talk about where we want to put each of these products. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. The blue circuits require a lot of green circuits especially, so we're going to have another green circuit factory somewhere over here. Just to make enough because I knew that that one wasn't going to be enough. We also need flying robot frames, which are also here. I just didn't see them right away. And they require a bunch of items that are coming from down here, like batteries and more green circuits and electric engine units and steel, which is coming from over there. And then the third item is low density structures, which require a lot of copper and plastic and steel. So kind of no matter what, everything... Oh, we have a copper here. Okay, that's good. I was like wondering where our copper was. We have 25 million copper here. That's good to see. We need to set that up soon. Because we're just going to need probably more copper than we have. No, we're actually filling up. We're not drawing off of that really fast yet, but we need to build more green circuits either way. Okay, so this is getting made. This is getting made. This will get made. I'm standing near the top. Good. And this is getting made. I think I'll put blue circuits here. Robot frames here. So let's mark this out. I mean, it doesn't horribly matter because it's stuff coming from all over the base into one relatively small area. But those there, and then finally the low density structures here. Ish. I don't know where exactly the center of that block is, but ish. Okay, so I think we can actually start on blue circuits now because we have a nearly completed block. At least the robot ports are all up. I have no idea where I left my train. Oh, there it is. Not that I need it, but I can bring it closer to me since I wandered all the way up here. Oh, you can go park right there, sure. Just going to lay this station out like most of the other ones. On the left side of the block. Then an entrance here. And an exit here. Blue circuits needs 3 products in. We'll bring fuel in here for the trains and 1 product out, so that's 5 total stations. Take the 6th one off. Ooh, I almost deleted that power pole. And the rest I will have to fix after built. Let that get built, and we can look at a blue circuit array. So, for the purposes of this 1.5 science per second base, we need 36 machines making blue circuits. That is a lot of blue circuits. Oh, I just looked at what that's going to entail, and actually I need the 6th station here. I'm going to put it back using the undo feature because I need 2 green circuit trains coming in here. Hey Kelsey, welcome to the stream. And the reason I need 2 green circuits coming in here, 2 green circuit trains, 2 green circuit stations in here, is because it needs 20. It needs 2.2 red belts of green circuits here, not counting the green circuits used in making of the red circuits, just to make the 2.65 blue circuits we need to achieve this level of science. So yes, we need a lot of green circuits. So that's 36 blue assemblers. I have 41, so that's good. One of the ingredients coming in is fluid. It is sulfuric acid. So for this base, I'm going to set this up this way. This isn't how I normally, or how I will build it in the base that is to come. Because that will be a fully beacon, fully moduled layout. And when you do that, you want these machines to be right next to each other if at all possible. So we'll have a different layout for that. But for this base, this is fine. We're going to have a green circuit belt coming in here. Full belt of green circuits. Actually, we're going to have 2 full belts of green circuits here. And we're going to have 1.5... I'm sorry, half belt of red circuits, because we need less than a quarter. And a half belt of green circuits here. This is going to be all... we'll do it like this, I guess. This is going to be all stack inserters. Here. And here. And then we're going to have the output belt up here. And those will just be long-handed inserters. The reason for the stack inserters is, once again, the 20 electronic circuits. Well, 20 electronic circuits every 10 seconds is times point every I almost did the wrong math. 13 1/3 seconds. Actually, is probably fine for blue inserters, but yeah, the inserter thing from Bob's. Yeah, I love Bob's inserters. They're very adaptable. Okay, so that's going to be our basic layout. We need 36 total machines, so that means 18 of these layouts. I'm going to cut this and turn my bots on to pick it up so that the base bots don't haul it away. And I think I'm going to build it right up against this RoboPort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine is 18, right? You know what? Actually, I have a better idea of how to build this. I'm going to build it here on this side of the RoboPorts. Yes. Let me give myself a little bit more room. And I'm going to build it in 2 rows, sharing the output belt. That means I got to reverse all these belts, but what else is new? And I'm just going to let the base bots come and fill this in. So this will give me, so you can come out of there, there. Figure this part out in a little bit. Actually, let's take this one out via the old easy method here. There. I think I cut everything off correctly. I think so, yeah. Okay, we're gonna let the base bots come and build this. And here they come already. Or maybe they're coming to deliver to me. Yeah, I think they're coming to deliver to me. Can't tell when with the alt mode on easily which bots they are. They zoomed out like I was. Up close you can, but okay, so that is our is it not looking lined up right? But it is, so I'm not gonna worry about it. That's our blue circuits assembly. So this is all 36 blue circuit machines that we need. Maybe every 4 machines, I'm going to put an inserter in that output priorities to the inner belt. Like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to cut this last one off right there. That'll just keep making sure that as many green circuits as possible are on the inner belt. And likewise on this side as well. Oh, my power poles aren't matching. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, I'll fix those in a minute. This one here. Now this is outputting to the right because it's going onto the inner belt. Copy and paste. And delete the outer belt. Copy. Move everything but the power poles. And put them down in alignment. Because I'm me. I probably could have put the power pole here in the center, but then I had to underground under every power pole, and I can't be bothered to do that. So I'll just use twice as many power poles. That should be connected, and it is. So we definitely can't afford this just yet. Trying to think where I want to put this. We have iron here, we have copper here. I think I'm going to make those green circuits down here. I hate making the train drive all the way through there, but with the iron and the copper being here and here like this, I think I need to make them down here. But I think that's something that I will do off stream is build these well, this one's already built, but build this smelting array for this copper, and probably even build the green circuit array. I want to look at what this one looks like because I haven't looked at it in a minute. So we built this. I think we have a hell mod for this. We built this to produce. Oh, that's right. Hell mod is. Oh, okay. I thought it was broken. Not 120. We only built this to build 62 red belts. So we have 100 total assemblers, I believe. Yes. And that's all really that one block can reasonably handle. Just because we need to bring in all these belts of copper. So we're going to build an exact replica of this down here, which actually means I can probably just copy the whole block and paste it. It would make my life easy. Once the bots get done up here. So, but that's our blue circuit build. So I think what we could do now is we can probably lay out these stations. That would be the smart thing to do. And hope to not get run over. Okay, so we need a fuel station. Let's grab maybe this one. Yes, this one looks nice. Copy all of this. Shifting so that I can make sure that station names is unchecked because it will auto check if you don't shift click. Kind of annoying, but what are you going to do? This is blue circuits. Pull in. Now I'll let my bots do this work. Ah, that's why. Okay. And then we need 3 solid drop-offs and 1 liquid drop-off. How do I want these laid out? I should have thought about this. I should have also put lights in that build. I should have thought about this a little bit. Or I should think about this a little bit. So we need to have... Hold on a minute. I don't need this outer belt. I need 2.2 belts of green circuits. 1, 2, and really 3 are here. I don't need the outer belt. That's nice to hear. Because that makes my life simpler. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is each input green circuit train, one's going to output to the north, one's going to output to the south. Basically, one belt will go into this belt, and the other one will get merged with the red circuits, which I will probably bring out the north as well, and get put onto the line. So, like, each train will supply each half of the array. No, you know what I should do instead? No, that's fine. It'll be fine. I could balance all 4 of those lanes together, but it's not really that effective or effectual, something like that. And then the output station will obviously be this one. Blue circuits needs a color, which is blue, of course. Oh, it is just blue. Excellent. Blue circuits. Did I do a 1 on that? I don't even remember now. No, okay, good. Blue for blue circuits. Let's see. Where do I want the red circuits, green circuits? I think I want the sulfuric acid to come in here. And then the red circuits here. And then these two can be green. I think that's best. Probably doesn't matter super much. But let's see. Sulfuric. Copy the train. Paste the station. Blue circuits. Sulfuric acid in. I think that's how I was doing it. Yep. There's batteries I can look at. Okay. Then this will be red circuits, which are probably chilling at the red circuit station. Yes, they are. Oh, we need to upgrade red circuits. Oh, boy. Yes, we need to upgrade red circuits. Copy the train. Paste the station. Blue circuits. Red circuits in. And let's find a green circuit train. Probably one sitting here. Yes, there is. Doot, 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 doot. Circuits. Green circuits in. And these two will be balanced. Ish. Okay, so we need 4 unloading stations. You can just borrow one of these. Like so. Two, 3. Oh, not that one. Only three solid product unloading stations. Yeah. This one needs to go north, though. So I'll take it out and flip it around. Okay, I can go that way. Actually, it'll be both belts going north. And both belts coming south. And then we need a fluid unloading station. So let's go look at, like, batteries here. It has the wrong belts, but we can upgrade those easily enough. Does that look weird? I don't know. Okay. Go there. Upgrade those. Actually, I can shorten that also to that. Okay. And then a loading station. And this station's going to be similar to some of the other ones where we limit the quantity allowed in the train, I think. Or in the, well, in the train too, but in the boxes. No, actually, I don't care how much goes in the boxes. I just care about what goes in the train. All right. That's kind of our station. I don't have any pumps. Do I have engines to make pumps from? No, I do not. I think I can request them, though. Oh, yes, I can. Although I probably don't have the iron either to make them with. I could make at least one. Doubt there's any iron in the logistics network. Oh, there's 9. Nope, I have 9. There's none on the way. Okay, good. So I think now we have to build. We have to upgrade red circuits. We have to build that green circuit array before we even really hook this up. I could bring in the train fuel, I suppose. But wait a minute, you don't get upgraded. Cancel that upgrade. But I think that's about all we can do at this station at this time. And actually, it's probably a good time to end. Phasian, did you have any plans to stream tonight? Okay. So we're going to end here. We're going to raid the Co-op Junkies who are playing Halo Reach. Between now and the next stream, which will be Saturday evening, I will build that copper smelting, probably similar to what we did here for iron. I will build a station. I will build out this iron station that we did not build out when we set up this iron ore pickup. And I may also just go ahead and copy and build that green circuit station as well, or green circuit block as well. And then at the beginning of the next stream, maybe we'll do the upgrades to red circuits on camera. And then we can come back out here and keep building toward yellow science. All right, so thank you all for joining me. And enjoy the raid on the Co-op Junkies. And I will see you on Saturday. Bye for now.